Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and today let's try make some wood material. So let's start. So the main shape that I will use this time will be um can I try use the gradient linear one, and I will rotate in 90 degree. But what I will do is take the output and I will decrease the width. Okay, so using this I will take my gradient radial shape and can I try make use just a transform like this. I will select a blend. I think I will just make a transform like this with an absolute value. Something like this. And what I will do is create some slope blur to make some deformation in my main shape. We increase the samples. Let's fix this. Okay. This. Because what I will do is take this grunge map. I will use a transform to move and stretch. Can I try use an edge detect? But first I will use the levels to clip the white. I will create a very soft blurry TQ, and I will try to create a slope blur. Select the bevel too. We'll move this slope blur here. Now I will create a tile sampler. I will put this my pattern input. We increase the scale. like this. And what we will do right here will be very simple. I will copy and paste this blend, this two instance right here, and I will just make a transform to move and make more variation in the shape. So copy and paste, move this again. Pattern input, now I will open for 3 patterns. Select this ones. Okay. It's looking interesting. What I will do next is take tile sampler. I can use the tile sampler again, but this time I will use the paraboloid. I will decrease the X and the amount. Decrease the X. Make something like this. Increase the scale, scale random. Position random, it's very important. And I will make a color random. Let me increase the X and the amount. With the levels, I will make an invert and blend back as a minimum darken. Okay, so as you can see the shapes are too big, so what I will do is just increase the X and the amount. Okay, I think the shapes are really great. Let me increase the normals. Can try use auto levels to make a better gradient. Like this, looks really cool. Um, what I will do next is take this tile sampler as an example. I will take the X amount and I will create one shape right here. Will be very simple. Let me see what I will do. I can use the shape like this. I will create a bevel and I will decrease and I will increase the smoothing. And with the levels, I will increase the height using the middle bottom, the middle arrow, pushing to the black side. And I can try use this one, but I will take off the stripes. Like this. We'll use a bevel again and smooth and the levels. And let's blend again. Making this kind of shape. I will try to blur a little bit. Not the blur, this blur, the blur HQ. Something like this. What I will do next is create a transform to rotate for this side. I will use the absolute, and with the levels I will decrease the height here using this white arrow here. With the transform I will just rotate for the other side, but I don't need these levels anymore. I will blend this too as a minimum darken. Max lighting, sorry. Like this, maybe decrease the transform, make something more like this. And what I will do is try to take this. Oops, I don't need this one. Take this style sampler with a 16x amount. Let's create another one. We'll put this on a tile sampler. Can select this as my pattern input. If I put these two together, let me see if I decrease this one and create a blend, can move and put this as a max lighting. This fits perfectly, but what I will do next is create a basic shape for a mask. So I will decrease a little bit the eye, and I will take the transform to scale down and make just two lines like this, and take a levels to invert this shape. I will put this in my mask map input. I can use the, where it is, the mask map threshold to take just two lines like this, and I will make some variation, make some rotation, and one thing, I can make a directional warp using where it is, this gradient radial. Make something like this. Maybe I can create just more two variations using this, because I will take this one, and one, oops, for this one too. I will just make a different warp angle just to make something a little bit different. And the pattern input, I will increase to 3. And put this 3 to fix this. I will create a blend to take this curvature like this and try to fit better. Let me enable the tessellation. If I wanted, I can make a copy and paste of this one, and I will delete just this, switch the pattern input to a parablade, and I can make the same thing just using a rotation in 45 degree, but I will decrease the scale and X and increase the scale in general to make something like this. Now I can make this. I think this one will fit better. Oops. Okay, I think we got some good hopes right here. So what I will do next, I don't need more these nodes. I will take this noise like this one, and I will try to increase the contrast. And using this, I will use a transform to divide by 2. And with this, I will use a bevel to decrease, make them smooth, slope with itself, increase the samples. Create a level just to decrease this. Make some slacks like this. Okay. Um, what I can do next? Um, Maybe I can go back here in my parameters. I will take this back. I will create a levels like this. Here is my main shape, and for example, I will try to make something to subtract the top part. Okay, something like the shaping is interesting, but what I will do is try to create something like a slope to make some deformations in this main shape, trying to find some cool stuff like this. So let's try. I will copy and paste to make a disorder. And what I will do next is take this shape like this, make a levels, and I will clip this part, and I will use as my opacity. If I use the cylinder, you can see the start of my main shape, but no problem. It's working well. So what I will do is start making the color part. The first thing, I will start with a gradient. Will be very simple. I will make a gradient with color variation. So let's connect right here. Like this, okay. The main color it's looking really nice. What I will do next is try to take a curvature to see what detail I can get from this. We increase the black. Can take some really nice stuff. Okay. Um, Now I will take the where it is. It's not this one. It's this bevel and this one right here. And make a gradient with trying to get really cool colors, random colors. Maybe something like this should work well. I will take now the ambient occlusion, trying to make a gradient stuff. Make a new blend and use as our overlay. Now the color of my wood, it's really cool. We can use this. Okay. What I will do next is with this curvature, I will make my roughness map. Levels, I will invert. I will blend back with one of these shapes like this one right here. Oops, it's to be this one. And this spot. We'll create a histogram scheme to control the roughness value. We'll put this here in my roughness. What I will do is take off this hope material and I will select him right here and I will go back in my roughness and I will blend this one. Create a levels to increase the white. One thing, instead use the parablade, maybe I can use the polygon. The polygon tool I can use with the sides and the gradient itself. I can create a blur. And then we'll use a curves. Put this in my pattern input. Oh, I have to take off this one. And I will make a curve like this. But I will make a better rotation for this. And to finish, I will take a color for this one. can use a bright color like this. Okay, it was really cool. What do we do next? Maybe make more intense dark colors like dark straps. What do we do to get this? Is take this, make a transform, using this maybe I can use a mask, converting the normal map to grayscale. We'll create a mask with this. Because I will subtract some information. Trying to make this more natural. What do we do now just to finish is subtract with my hopes. So here is the mask of my hopes, and I will just subtract. So um, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I see you next time.